The UK officially starts the process of leaving the European Union. There's yet another problem London faces in its talks with Brussels, the future of the UK territory of Gibraltar. That's after the EU offered Spain veto power over whether any deal applies to the peninsula. Gibraltar has been in British hands for more than 3 centuries. Despite that, though, it's still the subject of a sovereignty dispute as Spain continues to press its own territorial claim. And following an EU draft saying that the Brexit deal will not apply to Gibraltar without Madrid's agreement, Gibraltarians again find themselves victims of political wrangling. In June's EU membership referendum, Gibraltarians voted overwhelmingly to stay in the bloc. And that adds fuel to already complicated Brexit talks, as Nikki Aaron reports.
Brexit means Brexit. It sounds simple and straightforward. Divorce, on the other hand, is anything but. It's full of needless provocations and more often than not involves custody battles. And at the centre of this custody dispute is Gibraltar, the little island that has become the unwilling political pawn in this increasingly painful separation. Just days after Brussels was served with divorce papers from London, the European Commission has responded. And the message is loud and clear. This is going to get messy. It says it all here. These are the guidelines drawn up by EU leaders, and they state that the Brexit deal may end up not applying to Gibraltar.
After the United Kingdom leaves the Union, no agreement between the EU and the United Kingdom may apply to the territory of Gibraltar without the agreement between the Kingdom of Spain and the United Kingdom.
So, after decades of not taking sides in the territorial row, the EU has now thrown its weight behind Spain, which, unsurprisingly, is delighted at being granted the power over what it regards as its colony, something about which Gibraltar has made its feelings clear.
Gibraltar is not going to be a political pawn in Brexit. Gibraltar is going to be very prosperous and very successful and entirely British before, during and after Brexit.
Some British MPs have called the EU's stance a shameful attempt to inflame tensions, while top cabinet members expressed their unshakable support for the ROC.
We've got to have a clear divorce, but I think what we have to have actually is an ongoing support mechanism for Gibraltarian citizens. You know, what we can't have is the Spanish actually using the Brexit negotiations as a means to try and highlight the issue of sovereignty over the ROC.
And just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, there's also anger after Prime Minister Theresa May failed even to mention her beloved Gibraltar in her divorce letter, thus opening a whole new can of worms. So, after 4 decades of marriage, if the UK really does want that divorce, it looks like it's going to come at a cost.